Hello, I'm Vonn Sumner. I'm at KP Projects getting ready for my exhibition, Burning Down the House. I paint things that are from my personal experience, from my everyday life, but then I try to make them unfamiliar, even though they're familiar to me. For me, paintings need to operate on several different levels at once. They need to feel personally relevant to my life, and then I need them to address the world outside of me. And then I also care a lot about the history of art and painting, so I want it to also resonate with the world of art. These building paintings began as just structures that I love and memories of seeing empty buildings, either abandoned buildings kind of along train tracks outside of cities, or also buildings when they're first being built and there's nothing inside of them. They're just sort of these facades. And I just really love those things visually. I've always been really kind of mesmerized by them. I started painting fire originally just because it was inspired by a painting that I saw, a really old Renaissance painting. And I just thought the idea of painting fire was really interesting. So I started trying to paint fire in a number of different ways. And I just love dumpsters also as objects. So the two things together were irresistible for me. And I love the way that dumpsters have their own kind of personalities and histories. You see graffiti and marks on them and stains on them, and you can tell how old they are, and the colors mean different things about what goes in those dumpsters. So it just happens to be something I've always really been interested in visually. The cats came from this dumpster obsession because one day I just saw a cat sitting on a dumpster. And I loved that. I don't know. So then that became that painting. Interesting, like in paintings, because they're so mysterious, you know? I'm actually a dog person, but I think cats are so, like, they remain wild even though they're living with us. They're still not really of our world or something, and I think that that gives a neat element to paintings. I mean, for me, I guess it is cheesy, but it's honest. It's a positive obsession. That's not my phrase. That's this writer, Octavia Butler, has this idea of a positive obsession. And so it becomes a way of being in the world, you know? It's like, I think artists need some kind of a buffer between themselves and the world. If you're too sensitive, the world will kind of eat you alive, so you need this little thing in between. So painting is between me and the world to help me process it and be, and like, it's a way of living and sort of, and thinking and experiencing. And so when I'm painting, I feel most alive when I'm painting and sort of fully present, and I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be when I'm painting. I don't know, you know, if I have too much spare time, I don't know what else to do, really.